Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. In-person classes resumed partially at high school, colleges and universities across the country today. Dhaka 1059.10 crore project has been approved for developing optical fiber network for 5G at ECNEC meeting. Foreign Minister meets Indian counterpart Jaishankar in Paris, urged to remain engaged with Rohingya crisis and resolving Tista water sharing. Education Minister Dipumoni today said everyone, including the teachers and parents, should adhere to urgent rules so that the government does not have to shut down schools again. Dipumoni said as the educational institutions have reopened, everyone must follow strict hygiene protocols. They do not want to shut down educational institutions again over increasing coronavirus cases. The Executive Committee of the National Economic Council today approved Dhaka 1059.10 crore project for developing the optical fiber transmission network of Bangladesh Telecommunications Company Limited for expanding 5G network. The approval came at the 11th meeting of the ECNEC in the current fiscal year, held with Chairperson and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the chair. Planning Minister M.A. Mannan said a total of 10 projects were approved today, involving an overall estimated cost of Dhaka 8,804.10 crore. The year 2021 marked a high point in Bangladesh-India relation with the visit of the Indian President and Prime Minister to participate in the Mujib Chirantan events, agreed Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen and his Indian counterpart S. Jaishankar. The two foreign ministers met in Paris on Monday on the eve of the EU Ministerial Forum on cooperation with the Indo-Pacific. In the meeting, they also agreed to facilitate the ongoing discussions around the Kushiara River. Momen urged India to remain engaged with the Rohingya humanitarian crisis, including in the latter's capacity as a member of the UN Security Council. A Dhaka court today asked the Police Bureau of Investigation to submit the probe report by March 13 in a case filed against Boshundhara Group bosses and 6 others on charges of rape and murder of college student Mosrat Jahan Munia. Metropolitan Magistrate paused the order after investigation officer failed to submit the report on Wednesday. This is the 8th time the probe report submission has been deferred. On September 6, 2021, Munia's elder sister filed the case with Dhaka's 8th Women and Children Repression Prevention Tribunal against Boshundhara Group Chairman, his son and Managing Director, and 6 others. Viewers are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back. You're watching Bangla City SATV News. Now, international news. President Putin has ordered Russian troops to maintain peace in eastern Ukraine's 2 breakaway regions. This came after he signed a decree to officially recognize the rebel-controlled region of Donetsk and Luhansk in eastern Ukraine as independent entities. Dalia Nilofer has the full report.
President Putin made the announcement during a live televised national address that lasted for almost 1 hour. During that speech, Putin said very ominously, Russia can teach Ukraine what real decommunization means. In this regard, he considered it necessary to make a long overdue decision to immediately recognize the independence and sovereignty of the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. His decision paved the way for Moscow to openly send both military and weapons to defend Russia-backed rebels against Ukraine forces, and possibly extend to a larger war or invasion of the country. Shortly after, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the nation, saying Ukraine's international borders are to remain as such, despite Russia's declarations and threats. On the flip side, in response to the decree, US President Joe Biden signed an executive order placing sanctions on the separatist regions. Meantime, Europe has continuously warned of sanctions from the 27-nation bloc should Russia recognize the separatist regions as independent, as it could break a peace agreement in the region. However, Western powers reacted swiftly at the decision by Putin, condemning Moscow and calling for sanctions. But Moscow says it is still ready for foreign minister-level talks. Dalian Unifor, SATV News Desk.
The Taliban is creating a grand army for Afghanistan that will include officers and troops who served the old regime. They had repaired half of the 81 helicopters and planes supposedly rendered unserviceable by the United States-led forces. Taliban forces took control of more than 3 lakh light arms, 26,000 heavy weapons and about 61,000 military vehicles during the lightning takeover of the country. The Taliban has promised a general amnesty for everyone linked to the old regime by nearly all senior government and military officials were among the more than 1,20,000 people who evacuated by air in the final days. After a long time, the Tigers will play one-day cricket against Afghanistan. The first match between two teams will start tomorrow at 11 a.m. Captain Tamim Iqbal will also come back in international cricket tomorrow. The match will be very competitive as both teams are well prepared. After the BPL tournament, this is the first series in Bangladesh. The Tigers want to start the series with a victory. The match venue is Zahur Ahmed Chaudhary Stadium, which is very familiar for Afghan. They also want a good start in the series. Before ending, we go to the Euro-Bangla City SATV News headlines again. In-person classes resume partially at high school, colleges and universities across the country today. Dhaka 1059.10 crore project has been approved for developing optical fiber network for 5G at ECNEC meeting. Foreign Minister meets Indian counterpart Jaishankar in Paris, urged to remain engaged with Rohingya crisis and resolving Tista water sharing. You're up to date so far here on Euro-Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satvtv. Stay with SATV.